everyone, my name is May Klon. I'm here with my mom, Kristen Herman, and my second audience member. Today I'll be talking about why we procrastinate. Have you ever had an assignment or a task due at midnight and you tell yourself that you'll start it after watching just one more episode of your show? And then suddenly it's 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. and you're racing just to finish it? I think that all of us have been in that same exact situation, or at least a very similar one. Whether it's cleaning your house, doing your homework, or even just responding to texts or emails. Today I'll be talking about why we procrastinate, how it affects us, and what we can do to reduce it. When most people think about procrastination, they think about someone who is just lazy or doesn't want to do things, but actually that is not true. The American Psychological Association defines procrastination as delaying a task even though we know it could lead to negative outcomes. One of the major reasons that people procrastinate is fear of failure. When people think that they're not going to do good enough or they're going to be disappointing themselves or others, it makes them not want to do the task at all. Another major reason that we procrastinate is perfectionism. Along the same lines, if we're under the impression that everything has to be perfect, then a lot of us choose, or our brains tell us, that we shouldn't even begin the task and we should just avoid it overall. Lastly, a major reason that people procrastinate is because psychologically, our brains prefer that we do whatever feels good now and in the moment instead of what will benefit us later. Now I'll talk about some of the effects of procrastination. The most major effect of procrastination is stress. This is because when you put off a task for so long, it often includes things such as staying up late, not getting enough sleep, etc. And this tends to make most people anxious, tired, fatigued. Another effect of procrastination is the quality of your work. Obviously, if you procrastinate it until you only have an hour or two left, then you're going to make a lot more mistakes and you will not put in your best effort. Lastly, another effect of procrastination is you may have decreased confidence in yourself. I know for a fact that when I procrastinate, I feel super guilty, and I tell myself that I should have done this days or weeks ago or however long, and I'm sure that many people feel the same way. So feeling guilty may lower our confidence, and then that may lead to feeling less motivated to do whatever your next task is. This sort of creates a cycle that becomes pretty tough to break. Now I'll be talking about what we can do to decrease procrastination in ourselves. The first strategy is to take your large tasks and break them down into smaller tasks. For example, if you have a long paper to write and it's due in a week, then your brain might automatically tell itself, I have a large paper to write, I'm so stressed. But instead, you can take a few small steps, such as writing an introduction or finding sources that you want to use in your paper. And from there, you'll have a good baseline to start with that you can gradually add on to each day until the due date. That way, it won't be messy and rushed. Another way that you can decrease procrastination is to reduce any distractions around you. For example, if you want to sit down and do some homework, then you can turn your phone off and put it on the other side of the room. Even if it's just for 20 or 30 minutes, your work will go a lot better and you'll get a lot more done, rather than if your phone were there sitting right next to you. Lastly, when trying to decrease procrastination, it's important to remember progress over perfection. A lot of us, when we have something big to do or think of, we always want to try to wait until we have the perfect idea or perfect time, but that usually doesn't end up well. As I was saying before, it's good to have a good baseline or a good draft that you can gradually work with until the due date. That way it's not super rushed. Overall, everyone struggles with procrastination, whether it's because of fear of failure, perfectionism, or the way that our brains work. And although that this can cause stress or decrease confidence, there are plenty of strategies that we can use to help decrease procrastination. Thank you for listening.